In this tutorial, I'm going to go over one method for changing the color of a solid color object. I've picked a picture of a red sports car because red is one of the colors that works well for this technique. Others would be blue, violet, and dark gray. Colors like yellow, white, and black are less useful because they don't have enough contrast. To start, I'll isolate the areas of color I want to change. In this case, that means any part of the car that's painted red. I'm using the lasso tool here, although for a real project I'd probably use Quick Mask for more control. Once I've defined the area, I create a layer set and click the Make Mask button. I create a solid color layer with this obnoxious green to check my work. Watch how it becomes masked when I put it into the layer set. Solid color layers are created by default with masks, but I don't need this one, so I'll delete it. Now I need to create shading. With the car layer selected, I select all, copy, create a new alpha channel, and paste. Now I have grayscale data for the channels I'll use to create shading. I hold down the Command button and click on the thumbnail to create a selection. I use this selection to make a white, solid color layer. Black areas hide pixels and white areas show them. The highlights that result are already beginning to create the illusion of form. Changing the base color layer to a more natural color helps the illusion. Back on the shading channel, I invert the grayscale image. I make a selection again. Go back to the Layers palette and create a black layer. This time the mask reveals the black pixels of the layer. I'm changing the base color again just to get an idea of what adjustments I need to make later. It's important to understand the relationship between the light and dark areas on masks and the pixels they reveal or hide. Now that the layers I need have been created, the illusion of form is complete, but the color isn't right. I hide the highlights temporarily so that I can concentrate on the darks. The first thing I do is set the dark layers mode to multiply. This gives me rich color rather than a muddy gray. Next, I need to adjust contrast on the masking channel. Clicking one time on the channel thumbnail allows me to manipulate the masking channel rather than the image. There's several ways to adjust contrast in Photoshop. I'm using curves out of personal preference. Now I hide the darks and work on the lights. In general, I want to avoid having the light and dark areas overlap each other. Now that the lights and darks have been created, we can turn on our color layer and see the finished product. We can also change colors easily by changing the solid color layer. One of the advantages to this method is that it works as well with art as it does with solid color. As you can see here, I'm drawing some simple graphics. I'm not putting a huge amount of time into making them perfect, but once they have the shading overlaid, they look pretty decent. I've drawn a flat shape here with the pen tool, created a pixel oval, and set some type. As you can see, anything that's in the layer set below the light and dark layers looks like it's on the form of the car. Here I'm using some clip art that I found. Very loosely warping it around the form, but not much is necessary to get a believable result. Thanks for watching.